Well, good morning, good morning, Barca fans from around the world. Everybody's favorite morning show, Wake Up in Barca, right here on the Undefeated channel. We're going to talk about the draw against Athletic Club over the weekend. We're going to talk about the players that are still here and have yet to find homes outside of Barcelona to clear up that salary cap. Plus, there's still one or two more transfer rumors, even though we can't sign players. There's no money for transfers. There's no money for space in the salary cap. But we're going to talk about those rumors anyway. So good morning to you all. Let's go ahead and get this show started.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Good morning, Cules. Good morning, Levi. Getting on my case because I'm late. Tell you what, talk to my boss about it. Get it? Cause I don't have a boss. So there's that. Bryce, how we doing? Good morning. Hazries, what's up, buddy? You made it. Coffee at dawn? Yes, indeed. It's gonna be an Americano for me, but I'm with you in spirit. Caffeine happening. Winston, good morning, sir. First and foremost, what did you all think about the performance over the weekend? We'll start there talking about Athletic Club, which, by the way, just fun fact, if you missed the Wake Up in Barca on Friday for the pregame, we did a nice little, what's it called? I know words. I need to drink this caffeine, obviously. Nice little dive into the history books. Did a little fun fact for Athletic Club that and their associations with Atletico Madrid. So go back and watch that if you didn't. But yes, Levi, ads are coming in now. You're going to see ads pretty much anytime you open up a video or come to the channel. So give yourself a little bit of time. Give yourself those 30 seconds to watch through an ad because this channel is monetized now. We're making the big bucks, baby. Not really. It's going to be, it'll pay for a cell phone bill or something here and there as we're getting started. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to make money. We are here to build the community, connect with folks. I've met more people through this community than I ever would have having not started it. So very excited for this channel to keep growing. And right now it is 7:06 a.m. here where I am, Hazries. It's 7:06 a.m. Not expected that kind of performance. Tell me more, Coffee. Tell me more. What were your expectations and how did they fall short? Levi feels sorry for Eric. I agree. I think he made the right decision. It was a poor giveaway. That was definitely his fault. But sacrificing himself, getting a red card so that we didn't drop all 3 points, because that's what would have happened. He would have scored. We would have lost 2-1. We would have cost us all 3 points. So he saved us a point there. Cost himself a red card, and now we're going to be short a center back for the next few matches. But hopefully Mingueza will be back. He was questionable over the weekend, questionable for the upcoming match. I'm hoping Mingueza will be back, and we'll go Mingueza Araujo as our center back pairing. Simon, good morning to you, sir. Ambarish, good morning. It is very likely that we could have Araujo and Langley next match. However, Langley is also battling a mild injury. That's the reason why he hasn't been playing. So PK, mild injury. Langley, mild injury. Umtiti, unreliable. Garcia, out with a red card. Mingueza, injured. Araujo, just back from injury. Yikes, my friends. Yikes. Bryce says 1 p.m. feeling kind of hungry. It is lunchtime, my friend. Lunchtime for you, indeed. Okay, let's talk about Braithwaite. Notice I'm not calling him goat weight this week. He blew it. He blew this one. Braithwaite had an opportunity in the first couple of minutes, inside the first 5 minutes, I believe. Excellent run from Memphis. Excellent run from Memphis. A little trickery on the touchline to get around the defender. Squares it. It does take a little deflection, which causes the bobble. Maybe brings it up off the pitch a little bit while Braithwaite hits it. But he sent it so far over the crossbar, I'm pretty sure it's still in orbit. I don't understand how he lifted it so high from the top of the 6-yard box to over the crossbar. You have to really try to get it that wrong. So I'm not saying that's the only reason why we didn't get 3 points, but that was a big part of it. Braithwaite not scoring that goal early on. From there, I was not impressed with Griezmann's performance. I thought he was pretty much a shadow of himself. I didn't see him having an impact at all for 90 minutes. Anything that happened offensively was because of Depay. I think Pedri had tired legs, shouldn't have played in this match. I think De Jong had a good match. De Jong had a good match, absolutely. It's almost a given. I don't know if De Jong has had a bad match for Barcelona. Busquets did everything Busquets could, but again, even with a slower midfield up against Athletic Club, you saw Busquets struggling to keep up with the pace. Good morning, Vipula. How we doing? So there's our midfield. I think front three, like I said, it was all Memphis. Braithwaite missed his opportunity. Griezmann was nowhere to be found. In the midfield, Pedri was tired. Shouldn't have started. Busquets was Busquets. Positioned himself well, but he's quite slow. De Jong was incredible. The back line, Piqué goes down injured. Araujo, as I saw in the chat, probably should have gotten man of the match. Stepped on in the 30th, 31st minute, had an excellent performance. Saved one off the goal line even after Neto got beat again. 2 horrible giveaways by Neto, one of them leading to a goal. So not a great performance from the defense outside of Araujo. Jordi Alba and Dest are just not doing enough. They're being a little bit lazy as they work their way up midfield, not getting back to cover defensively. And it's showing. We're getting caught on the counterattack again. We're seeing more of what we were seeing last year, which is not what we want whatsoever. Move this right. Yeah. Not what we want whatsoever. The performance that we saw against Athletic was nothing like what we saw in week 1. Week 1 was exciting, open, attacking football, high pressure, creative, direct. This weekend, not so much. Not so much. We had over 60% possession and yet gave up 16 shots on goal. With less than 40% possession, Athletic Club got 16 shots on goal. That's unacceptable, my friends. Unacceptable. Bryce, sorry about De Jong denying you the fantasy points. That's why I don't play fantasy. I used to do Premier League fantasy, and it was just like, I'm not enjoying these games because I would have enjoyed this, but my one player didn't do this. Or I would have enjoyed this, but the team that I had full of defenders, they didn't get the clean sheets. It ruins the enjoyment of the game. I say get out of fantasy. Griezmann used to play more as a second striker. You did see that in the second half when Braithwaite came out. Demir came on. Demir was on the right side, also unimpactful. He looked pretty nervous, to be honest. Anytime that he tried to run at the defender, he looked like an amateur. It looked like it was his first time getting on the pitch for Barcelona. But Memphis switched out to the left-hand side, and Griezmann was playing more centrally. I don't hate that idea, except I think we're more dangerous with Memphis playing as that false 9 because Griezmann isn't quite as creative. He's just not. He doesn't make the decisions as quickly as Memphis does. So of the two, I would rather have Griezmann on the wing and Depay as that false 9. But maybe we need to figure out a way to have both of them play as like a left and a right forward and have an actual striker come in. That would be nice. You know, if Aguero wasn't injured or if we had Ansu Fati back from injury, then he would maybe play striker. Or if we could just maybe, you know, figure out our financial situation and sign a striker, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's hard to not get frustrated with the circumstances of this year. It's just kind of hard to not get frustrated. But we're going to be positive. We're going to think happy thoughts. We still have a great club. I also hope that Frankie de Jong will not be put at center back for the upcoming weekend. I don't think he will, and that's particularly because we don't have really any other midfield options. He would have to play Pjanic or Push, and he's not a fan of either because Pedri's going to be taking a rest. So that leaves De Jong, Busquets, Pjanic, Ricky Puig, or you're going to have to play Nico or Gavi if you were to drop down De Jong. So either way, Barcelona with a skeleton squad right now with all these injuries and now Garcia's suspension. We should side Van de Beek from United. United doesn't use them. We can probably get him on loan, and if we do, then play with the young, yada, yada, yada. Yes, Van de Beek at United does not play. The other one that we might be able to take a look at is Ndombele. He seems to be an outcast at Tottenham right now. However, Tottenham would definitely either want a player swap or some money for compensation. We do not have any money to put on the transfer market right now, but what we do have are some players that we don't need. So tell you what, Spurs or Man United, if you guys want Elias Moriba, if you guys want Pjanic, if you guys want Umtiti, talk to us. We'll work something out. We can make that happen. Ayush, good morning, my buddy. I'll say it was not a super boring match, right? That's kind of my biggest thing right now for Barcelona in our first year without Messi is, can we just be an exciting team again? Can we be fun to watch? Because the last few years at Barcelona, even with Messi, not fun to watch. Not an exciting team. Not getting the feels going. So that's what I'm hoping. There are also reports of Bernardo Silva potentially coming over from Man City because Man City have Jack Grealish, so his chances are now slim. I don't know what my hair is doing today or any day. It is what it is. Yeah, $60 million for Ndombele. No way that's going to happen. And I'm not a huge fan of loan deals. It just doesn't feel. I got spoiled. Okay, I got spoiled by having the era where we had tremendous success from homegrown players. I don't like that our club right now is mostly made up of hired guns. You know, yes, we got some youngers that have come in, but it doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't feel the same. I'm trying to be excited for the youngsters that have come over, Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Dest, those guys. But right now, the only homegrown players we have Mingueza, we have Ansu Fati, and we have Moriba, who's about to leave, and Ricky Puig. But other than that, we don't have a lot of actual homegrown players. So it's a little bit, leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? Do we have another CB from La Masia? We do have center backs at La Masia, but you don't want to make it a habit of bringing up youth players and having them start for your senior squad. Ronaldo to the club, not going to happen. Same reason why we can't have Messi, the wages. So as funny as that would be, it ain't happening. We need Ansu Fati to come back, and we need Dembele to come back too. Even though I'm not going to rely on Dembele or Aguero at this point. Here's what needs to happen. We need to bolster our midfield. We need to get these injuries worked out. Okay, there's still a chance that Braithwaite could move on. Coleman said, hey, I really appreciate Braithwaite. He's doing a lot of good things for the club, but if somebody comes in with an offer, we're going to have to look at that. So Braithwaite could still go. Pjanic needs to go. Umtiti needs to go. Moriba needs to go. Out of those players, I think Moriba is actually one that we could negotiate a player swap. So if you look at where he could potentially go, Man United have looked at him. What's it called? Juventus has looked at him. Man City is looking at him. And I think there was Chelsea. Chelsea was the fourth, I do believe. Yeah, I saw that too. Barca being linked to Luke de Jong. It's just like, please don't. Please don't. We don't. Just don't. I don't want to. No, just don't. Out of the clubs that Moriba could go to, you guys know where I'm going with this one. If he goes to Juventus, there is a young player in their midfield who is box-to-box fantastic, creative, tenacious. He can play offense and defense. He'll create chances. He'll stop chances. And since Juventus just signed Locatelli, they are now going to have that player with looking for some playing time opportunities. Weston McKennie, you know that's who I'm talking about. Weston McKennie for Moriba. That's number one. That's what I would love to see happen, is a swap, Weston McKennie for Moriba. Just do a straight swap. Don't even care about anything outside that. Just player for player, swap it out. If we can't make that happen, then send him to Man City and send us Bernardo Silva or Rodri. I would take Rodri from Man City as well. If he's going to go to, who else were we looking at? Chelsea. I'm not sure who we could possibly get from Chelsea. Maybe Kovacic. And then who else? What was the last one? Man United. If we send him to Man United, give us Van de Beek. Please. I think that's our only move right now, is to use Moriba for a player swap with one of those clubs. If it's Juventus, get me Weston McKennie. If it's Chelsea, get me someone like Kovacic. If it's Man United, get me Donny van de Beek. If it's Man City, get me either Bernardo Silva or Rodri. One of the two. Those, I think, are not likely, but plausible player swaps. In terms of Pjanic and Umtiti and who did I miss? Well, those two. Those two just need to find anywhere. Braithwaite is maybe a player swap, but I don't think we get a lot for him. If Braithwaite would have buried that chance against Athletic, all of a sudden his value skyrockets because he's scored in back-to-back weeks. He's proving himself at a top club. Yada, yada, yada. Onward we go. Except he blew it. He completely blew the opportunity. Billy Gilmore, they're not going to give him up. That's not going to happen. Bernardo Silva would be a good fit. But here's the thing. Once we have Aguero and Dembele and Ansu Fati back, do we need Silva? That's the question. I would welcome him to the club. Don't get me wrong. I would absolutely welcome him to the club. But we need a midfielder first. I think with the performance that we saw from Demir, or lack of a performance, I should say, I'm kind of cooled on his expectations. So I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, folks. We need to make some changes. We need to get players fit and back healthy. Yeah, Bernardo can play as like an attacking midfielder, kind of a Andres Iniesta, right? But on the right-hand side. Iniesta was a left center mid, but very often would find himself on the wing, very often would find himself pushed forward. Bernardo Silva, very similar type, but on the right-hand side. So he doesn't have to play as a winger, but it's not like he's a box-to-box center mid. You know what I mean? City want cash for Silva, probably, because they're trying to fund the signing of Harry Kane. Stop licking, bro. Stop licking. Anyway, let's shall we jump into some news? See if we're missing anything. Just to be sure, we've talked about the results of the draw against Athletic. Which, by the way, Madrid also drew. So let's go to the La Liga table. And let's actually learn how to spell. My goodness. All right. La Liga tables. We're sitting in third right now. Athletic Madrid won their first two matches, so they're in first, the current league champions. Real Madrid just above us in second. Why are they above us? Why is Madrid above us? Because they have more goals. That's why. Because they're +3 on goal differential, and we are +2. Bling, 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 bling. So whatever. Madrid also tied. Some late heroics. I think they scored in like the 75th minute, something like that, to tie it up sometime late in the match. So we're sitting in third, just above Mallorca and Valencia, who also have 4 points. And then Sevilla, Sociedad rounding out the top 7. Levante, Cadiz, and Betis give us the top 10. Who's down at the bottom right now? Getafe, Alaves, and Rayo Vallecano. American news, Alaves just got, I believe it was Alaves. Yes. Alaves just got American center back Matt Miazga on loan from Chelsea. So big news there. Let's go Barcelona news. So first and foremost, opening win and then a draw away from home against a tough opponent at a tough stadium. I'll take those points. I will take those points. What else we got? What about West Ham deal with Braithwaite at the moment? All those rumors have cooled. I have not seen anything else for like a week or so about Braithwaite going to the EPL. Like I said, if he would have buried that opportunity and Barcelona win off of a Braithwaite goal, I think the rumors still continue to fly. But if he underperforms, nobody's looking to bring him in. Finco, hello, Visca Barca indeed. Sofia didn't play and have a goal differential of +3. Where is Sevilla? They haven't played yet. Do they play today? Sevilla play today. All right, so we may get knocked down to 4th later today. Who are they playing? Getafe at 2 o'clock today? Yeah, they'll probably take care of Getafe, I would imagine. So we may get knocked down to 4th. No big deal. I'm still content. Not happy. I'm content with the results of the first 2 matches. What else we got? Sevilla didn't play. Blah, 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 blah. Sevilla still have to play. Yeah. It was Levante's game. It could have been 4 goals for Levante. We beat them last year. I'm not sure who you guys are talking about, but it is what it is. Let's go. Barcelona news. Barcelona news. Let's see what we got. Barca draw Athletic. Jared Piqué injured. Yeah, we know all that. Piqué is going to be out for, we don't know yet, actually. I think as of yesterday, they were still waiting to see what the length of the injury was going to be. It's the injury that he had going into the match. So Ronald Koeman in his press conference was like, I don't know why everyone is talking about Gerard Piqué and making such a big deal out of this. It is just not a big issue. I don't know why everyone is talking about his injury. He's going to play. He's fine. And then he gets injured. He flares up his calf injury that everyone was asking you about, Ronald Koeman, and you're just like, no, it's no big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal. And now he's injured again. So Piqué is injured. Let's see if we get any update. I'm pretty sure this is the same article I read yesterday. Pulled a soleus muscle in the left calf. Test conducted first team. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Barca name. Da 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 da. Yeah, no news on the length of his injury, unfortunately. So I'm gonna say a couple of weeks at least. Not great. So next couple of weeks, we're not going to have Garcia. We're not going to have Piqué. We're going to have to rely on Araujo and then either Langley or Mingueza coming back from their mild injury. That's what's going to happen. Laporte is pushing himself out of Man City to come to La Liga. We'll see. He did just switch from French to the Spanish national team over the summer. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. He did play for Man City over the weekend. Why did they play Piqué? Short on options, I guess. Short on options. Let's see. Marca here wants to... Oh, that's right. They're always like, no, we got to accept my cookies. Blah, 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 blah. Barcelona have a new hero in Memphis. I will say he is outperforming the expectations and clearly taking on responsibility for the Barcelona offensive workload. It's all flowing through Memphis. If a chance is created, there's a strong possibility that Memphis was involved in it. He did score over the weekend again and had a chance. I forgot about this. He did have a chance for a winner late. Just didn't get to it. But he did have a chance for a winner late. Arguably, Athletic Club had, well, not even arguably, Athletic Club had more chances and arguably could have won that match. But to leave it late like that, Memphis in the final 5 minutes had one breakthrough, one-on-one with the keeper. Tough angle, but pushed it just wide. Just wide. We'll see. We shall see. Good morning, Steve. How we doing, friend? Meeting between Busquets and Roberto, agent about to get their wage cuts. Yeah, my understanding is that every senior player at Barcelona, and by senior I mean not just all the players on the senior squad, but like the captains and whatnot that have been around for a while, all the club legends, they're going to be taking a big pay cut. I would say we got third place in Euros because we lost to the champions. That's not how that works, Bryce. Angel, good morning, sir. Good morning to you all. Let's see if we get anything else here. Coleman, you can tell Messi's not there, but we can't change that. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think if Messi was there yesterday, I don't know if that performance is much different. Everyone's going to look at every performance that we have this year, and they're going to compare it to, well, what would happen if, wait, hang on. Nope, this one right here. There we go. What would happen if Messi... Why do I have two on there? That's weird. Hang on. 1 second. It's too funny. Okay, there we go. Everyone's going to compare the results to what would happen if Messi was there. Well, what would have happened if Messi was there is that we wouldn't have been playing through Depay. We would have been playing through Messi, and it would have been a completely different match. So it's not like we would have had the same results plus add in Messi. If you add in Messi, it's a completely different match, completely different results, and you can't really judge it that way. So those are my thoughts. I think the more that we sit and go, oh, well, what would have happened if we had Messi? well, what would Messi have done if he was here? Oh, well, if we had Messi, then this and this would have been different, and that would have been different. It is what it is. All right, we got to move on. Stop looking back. That's the healthy thing to do. Vipula says Umtiti rejected a proposal from a Turkish club because he wants to play in Champions League. That is also what I heard. He wants to play in Champions League. We were trying to move him to, I believe it was Monaco, somewhere in France. Same reason. Wasn't working out because he wants to play Champions League. Coffee Adon says we almost hit 80-plus goals in every season till now. Let's see how many goals we get this season without Messi. Yeah, there's a lot of goals left on the table that need to have somebody step up and be accountable for that workload. We will see what happens. Yes, Turkey is in Europe, but that doesn't mean that whatever club that they were looking at to sign him was in Champions League. I believe Turkey only has one spot, might be two, I forget. Was it Besiktas, though? Were they looking at setting him to Besiktas? Because there's several clubs in Turkey, and not all of them have a Champions League spot this year. Steve says you've had Messi's best years, so not all bad. Just to move on now. I was gutted when Ronaldo left, but we go again. Fair enough, Steve. Absolutely fair enough. I think the way that Messi left and the suddenness of it makes it hurt a little bit. Barcelona, for this last generation that went through the Pep Guardiola era, so Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, and then the tail end of that, Suarez, Rakitic, all those guys, all left the club unceremoniously. Iniesta and Xavi, not so much. Puyol just straight retired. But we have not done a good job of succession planning. We have not done a good job of looking to the future and having some turnover so that we don't find ourselves in the situation that we're in now, where we don't quite have an identity. We don't quite have the leaders of the club that we need to carry us to success. So it's strange times. It's strange times without Messi. But as President Joan Laporta has said, there's nobody that's bigger than the club. We have to move on. We have to look to the future. Growing pains indeed. Growing pains indeed, Cules. Barcelona was great before Messi, and we will be great again. That is true. Also, keep in mind, folks, since 2015, every year, the Champions League winner has been a club without Lionel Messi. Keep that in mind. All right. For as much as I love Leo, for as awesome as it is watching him play, the Champions League winner since 2016 has been a club that does not have Lionel Messi. So, it is what it is. Will that continue? Probably. Probably. Pjanic to Fiorentina? I did not hear that. We'll see. We'll do a quick Pjanic news, see what pops up. Another Serie A club surprisingly enters the fray for Pjanic. Let's see what we got here. We'll go to screen share. Jesus Christ, boys, calm down. Linked with a return to Turin, where he would be However, the Bianconeri already enhanced their midfield. Yes, I know. They got Locatelli. Ane Rosa, They got to get rid of Ramsey or even Weston McKennie. Guys, it's starting. I don't know if I'm calling this into existence, but I was saying at the beginning of the summer, before any of this happened, Weston McKennie needs to come to Barcelona. And right now, other reporters are starting to say, hey, Weston McKennie might be surplus at Juventus. Anyway, where is it going to say Lyon and Roma? Is that what they're saying? This was a BS article. That did not give me any information. There we go. Pjanic drops Fiorentina hint. That's what we're looking for. Cookies. My goodness. Reject all your cookies. Okay. That'd be great. Get him to Fiorentina. Get him literally anywhere. That would be fantastic. I'll take that. What else we got here? I think that will change this year. Levi says, I think that's my ex in the background. It's taken, Steve says it's taken my United 8 years, but we're nearly back. Just takes a bit of time. Yeah, not the best weekend performance from Manchester this weekend either. Last weekend, I would say yes, you guys look like champions coming up, but not so much this past weekend. Cules, you know it. You know it. You love it. We need to listen. I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but I have yet to hear an argument against the idea that has any validity. Weston McKennie is literally the perfect midfielder for Barcelona. He would fit in so well with the young and Pedri. That is the solution. Find me somebody else that's the solution that is affordable and available, because there is nobody else. There is nobody else. If we end up with an Ndombele, fantastic, but it would cost us in the transfer market, so it won't happen. If we were to end up with, some big name, again, can't afford him. Anybody south of that, are they going to be good enough? Probably not. So Weston McKennie is right in that sweet spot where he's got the talent, he's available, and affordable. That's why we need to bring him in. Okay, that's it for today. That's my Weston McKennie rant for today. All right. West McMillions. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Did we forget to talk about anything? We covered the match over the weekend. We covered the transfer rumors. What else? I think that's about it. So if you did not see the reaction video to the live stream, go ahead and watch that one. That one's not getting a lot of views. Typically, my reaction videos blow up, but I don't know if people just were not interested in this match. Maybe I got some tags wrong. I don't know. Either way, reaction video is up. Outside of that, we'll be doing another Wake Up in Barca on Wednesday, right here on the Undefeated channel, 7 a.m. That'll just be catching up on the news. We'll take a look forward to the weekend. And then Friday, of course, we'll be doing a pregame, because up next we have... Who do we have coming up next? Fixtures. I know I said this over the weekend. Getafe. We're going to be playing Getafe Sunday, 11 a.m. But we got 2 Wake Up in Barcas before that, Wednesday and Friday. So, folks, appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, starting your day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Get out there and spread some positivity. Give someone a high five. Give somebody a hug. Put a smile on their face. I challenge you all to find some way of putting a smile on somebody's face today. All right? Go out there and do that. I love you all very much. Positivity from me to you. Go out there and spread it. I think that's about it. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. We'll see y'all next time. Mwah.